Hi everybody. Welcome to our first Achiever Adult video class. So this class is going to be up online and obviously on our new page that we put up so that you can always go back to it as often as you like and work on some things. So today we're going to do a number of things. One of the things we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a few katas. We're going to do some of the lower katas for some of our beginner students, and we're going to be doing some of the more advanced katas for some of our higher ranking students. So hopefully it'll be valuable to everybody, okay? I have with me Sensei Melissa LaCour today, and Sensei and I are also trying to keep our social distancing like we're supposed to, like good citizens. So she's been very nice to volunteer to help me today, and we just filmed our live video for some of the kids' classes. So we're going to start off today, and she's going to do Pinan Shodan Kata, which is the second kata in our group, and this will be good benefit for some of our newer students. And I think if you're an advanced student, I think pay attention to detail, because a lot of times when we get so used to doing things, we sometimes miss and skip out on some of the things. And Melissa has really good form, and she's going to go through it nice and slowly, and I'm going to kind of talk her through, kind of be the I don't know what you call it. Narrator, yeah, I'm going to be the narrator, okay? So I'm going to turn it over to Sensei Melissa.
Hey guys, hope you're all staying well. I'm using this time to practice and get better. So Hanchi's going to be my narrator, but just follow along. Maybe you'll learn a detail you haven't practiced or missed, or here we go.
Okay, so she's going to be in a nice open ready position. She's going to come to attention and bow and meditation. Notice that her front hand was about nose height, and she keeps those knuckles hidden as she moves her hands down. Steps to open ready. And if you notice that she's going to be looking in the direction that she's going each time. So she's going to look to her left, turn, nice set, protect, good front stance, and a low block. Stepping forward and punching solar plexus. So all the punches to this kata are all to the solar plexus level. She's going to be looking over her punching arm, turning, blocking with another low block. Now she'll step up and punch again to the solar plexus. Now she's going to look over her punching arm again. Notice we're always looking over the punching arm regardless of which way we're turning. So now she's going to turn this way, and she's going to switch hands and do a high block. And there'll be 3 more high blocks. She's going to use step up, high block. Notice how they come across. She crosses on the outside of her blocking arm to do the next one. And height, next one. And she comes up nice and high, and then 1 more. Now she's going to look over to the right because she's going to be turning with a rear leg turn this time. And she'll then be able to slide up and punch to the solar plexus again. Now she'll look over her punching arm, turn behind her, low block now with the right hand, stepping up, punching to the solar plexus. Now she'll look over her punching arm again, she'll turn back down the center, and now she'll step up and punch 3 times. Nice stepping, and these are lunge punches with the forward hand. When she finishes that, she's going to look, turn into a T-stance. So notice that her forward hand is high, the rear hand is low. And notice her foot positioning. Her rear foot is facing the camera, her left foot is facing the target. And then she'll do a double block. The top hand is actually an open middle block, the bottom hand is a palm heel block. Then she'll be kicking with the front foot. So it's a solar plexus kick. Notice how when she kicks, she draws her knee up and draws her foot in close to her body, so it ends up with a nice snappy kick. The next opponent is up at the corner. She'll step up and block, and this is a cat stance. So the rear foot is facing directly to the side, and the front foot is facing to the corner. Then she'll turn to the opposite side, she'll throw her kick first, solar plexus, and now she'll turn to the other side. Same block, same stance, T-stance, and kick. Then she'll step up to the corner, throw a nice strong block, and another front kick. Notice how she puts her foot down after she finishes that last kick before she turns back to open ready. And then she'll finish up with from the attention position, meditation, and bow. Good. So when you practice it, you know, it's one of the things that so many people do, especially when you're learning forms, is you go too fast. You go too fast. And I think it's a good idea, even when you are an advanced student, to go through them slow sometimes so you can really, you know, work on the detail and work on the form. Sensei, do you want to add something to it?
Yeah, definitely practice slower. You're going to be able to do things fast, but that doesn't mean you're going to be able to do them well, especially when you're starting out something or trying to refine something. Do it slower. You might realize you're punching with these knuckles, right? Do things slower so you can refine details, because yeah, it doesn't really matter if you're punching in the air with the wrong knuckles, but if you hit something and you're used to punching wrong, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to have things happen like your wrist. It's not going to work. But you're going to get a lot of feedback if you hit something. That's why we use pads and stuff in class, right?
Cool. All right, good. So the next kata that we're going to do, she's going to do Seipai kata, and I will also narrate on that. What our goal here was to be able to give all of our students something to work on, right? And that's why we're doing, you know, a basic kata, and now we're doing a fairly high advanced kata, and then we'll do one more after this. All right. Okay, Sensei Melissa is now going to perform Seipai kata, and again we're doing. We want to make sure we do something that's more advanced. This kata is very, very difficult. There's a lot of moves in it, and to perform it really well takes a lot of practice. So, Sensei, she's going to come to ready and do her bow, meditation, and she'll step to open ready. And the first move, she's going to step back. And this is going to be, both hands are open. She's going to be doing a driving shuto to the collarbone. Notice her left hand in the chamber is open as well. She'll now step up, have both hands to the side. This is called a kotogashi. And she's turning the wrist, stepping up again, doing the same thing on the other side. Now she'll step back and do a double elbow strike. One front, one rear. Keep looking to the front. She'll now step up, do an open low block. Notice her hand position. Back of her hand is facing the front. She'll now shift to a front stance, open middle block, execute a front kick, and grab on a shuto to the neck and uppercut. Okay, now she'll turn to the rear, moving the right foot to a sanshin stance. She's doing a supported middle block, so her left hand is open on her right forearm, helping and assisting the block. She'll then shift to a low block, and the left hand will chamber. And these are all done slow. And then she'll come back and do another supported middle block. Good. Now she'll just glance over her right shoulder, step to a sanshin stance with the left foot forward, and do a double forearm smash to the head. So it has to be nice and high because you're actually smashing the head with your forearms. Now, somebody coming up from behind her, trying to grab her in a bear hug, she's going to turn and break the hold with her left hand as she turns. Then she's going to step across the front and do a palm heel strike to the groin and a shuto to the groin, continuing forward with her left foot, palm heel strike to the face. Her next move is she's going to step into a straddle stance, strike to the groin, bring the left hand back, now do a sweep, and then drop down and do a double punch. Following the same line, she's going to step back with the right foot and do a low block. That could be a low block or even actually a hammer fist strike. Now she's going to look to her right and go in the direction of her belt knot, step with her right foot, palm heel groin. Notice when she did the palm heel, it was a rip. She did a rip before she did the shuto, so her right hand is closed. And that's a common mistake people make. She's gonna, they leave it open. So she's gonna come up, palm heel strike to the face, and then step up again, like we did on the other side, palm heel to the groin, and then double punch downward. Following the same line, she's gonna step back and do her low block, looking back to the front. Now she's going to step back into a cat stance with the right foot back. Notice her hand positioning. Her right hand is up high on her forehead. And notice the position that both hands have the thumbs kind of facing each other. She's going to step up to a hook punch. Hook punch is done groin and face level. And then she's going to turn all the way around. Open middle block. Then she's going to pivot. She's doing a one knuckle punch to the groin and now a back fist to the face. And then she'll pivot back again, do a reverse open block. Now she's going to do a front kick and step back to a 45 straddle and uppercut. Notice she'll shift to the straddle as she uppercuts. So that gets the hips turned and gets the power in. Her next opponent's coming in from behind her. She's going to do a rear leg turn and do an open block. Same thing. She's going to shift the weight at one knuckle strike, center knuckle to the groin, back fist strike to the face, shift the body to a reverse open block, do a front kick, all the way back to the straddle, uppercut. Now she's reaching out and grabbing the head. She's going to step back into a cat stance, bringing the head around to one side, whipping it around, stepping back again. She's going to do one last turn, and now she's going to break the neck by dropping into a hook stance, and then stepping up to an open ready stance. We finish up with a ready stance, meditation, and a bow. Okay, good. Thank you, Sensei. Good, nice job. All right, so those are, that's a pretty high-level kata that we're doing. And so the next one we're going to do is Tensho. So Tensho is also, it's a black belt kata. And the biggest difference between this and Sanchin, it doesn't have the real heavy duty. You have the breathing, and the breathing is really important in it, but it's not the real strong breathing that you do in Sanchin. So again, we'll start from open ready. We'll come to retention. We'll do our bow, and back to open ready. Let's try that again. Come to attention. We'll do our bow. Got to do our meditation. And open ready. We're going to step forward with the right foot, Sanchin stance. Double closed middle block, exhaling as we block. Inhale with bringing the left hand back. Exhale. Inhale, grab. Exhale, pull in. So we're kind of hooking the arm, using a couple of fingers really, and pulling the person down into towards you. Releasing, doing a palm heel strike to the face, circling around, bringing the hand up, palm heel to the groin, bent wrist block, palm block down, wrist block side, palm block to the center. Stepping in, inhale, exhale, block. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Stepping up, both arms now, double closed blocks, exhaling as we block, inhale. Exhale as we pull in, inhale. Exhale as we strike up, circle down, inhale, exhale down. Exhale as we do each of these strikes, double double wrist blocks, double palm blocks, double wrist blocks, double palm blocks again. Exhaling on each of these. Right into a double open block. Hands come down slowly, double open blocks. Okay? So we exhale on down. Block fast, inhale, exhale, slow, double open blocks, low blocks. Inhale at the bottom, exhale again, and one time again slow. Stepping back, right hand comes to the center, left hand goes in front of the leg. We just inhale as we step, exhale block, pull in, inhale, exhale push off. Stepping back, inhale as we step, exhale block, inhale, exhale as we push off, stepping back to open ready, coming to attention, meditation, and bow. So that's Tensho Kata, and then there's a black belt kata. So I hope that helped some of you learn some of the details of this, okay? All right, so the next thing I want to do today is go through a few self-defense techniques. Now, Sensei Melissa's here helping me, but we are keeping our social distancing, so I'm going to be going through these self-defense techniques with an imaginary opponent. And I think it'd be good in a way because you'll be able to, you know, get a good visualization of what's going on. And you can practice it the same way. So let's pretend somebody comes up behind you, puts a rear strangle on you, but at the same time, they first grab your arm, and so you're basically in a hammerlock and a rear strangle. So that's how they have you, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm here and they're choking me over here, right? I don't have my left arm free, so I'm gonna take my right and drive in into their rib area with my elbow strike, right? Now, normally when we do this from the other side, we're coming in and we're going to the groin and we're going back. We don't have that opportunity because we're on the other side, right? So we're on this side. The groin's on, he's gonna be more in the middle. I can't really get to that, but I'm gonna drive in over here. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do after I strike him here is a little piece that I didn't show you from this side, but as he grabbed me, I'm gonna take this hand and I'm gonna actually, if he's close enough, I'm gonna be grabbing on to his jacket or shirt or whatever I can. Obviously, if he's not, doesn't have a shirt on, you can't do this, but the idea behind that is to prevent him from cranking up, you know, cranking up on your shoulder with this hammerlock, right? So you're holding on. And so that kind of happens. So I'm attacked, right? And arms in here, I do the striking over here, and then what I'm doing, I'm grabbing him with the left hand, right? What I'm gonna do at this point is I'm going to reach back and I'm gonna pull down. I wanna pull down on this arm, straight down, and then break it up forward. A lot of times I see this in class and people aren't really doing that part of it, right? So I can kind of grab my own hand here to help assist that. So I strike, I kind of open that hand up and push down. Then I break the hold in here. Now I have the same hold as I would just have a rear strangle. So now I'm going into the groin, right? I'm going into the ribs, excuse me, hammer fist into the groin, back fisting to the face, right? Grabbing the wrist, lifting up on the elbow, down on the wrist, turning my head in this direction because my head is narrower this way than it is this way, right? I want the smallest part to be able to escape. And I'm gonna step back with my left, push down on his arm, and drive in with a forearm strike, hitting him just above his elbow on his extended arm. So let me go through that again. So he attacks, he's got me here, he's got this up over here. I strike in here, I'm grabbing his shirt while we're doing that. I pull down, release here. He still has me around the throat, right? 1, 2, 3. Down on the wrist, up on the elbow, turn my head, step back behind him, strike above just above the elbow joint, and of course I could follow up from there with more attacks to finish him off. So you want to follow through on that because at least until you feel that the threat has been stopped, right? And that is that's going to take some judgment, you know, especially if you're upset and you're angry. You don't want to keep hurting someone, especially if they're down on the ground, right? So you want to continue to attack it, the counterattack at least until the threat has been eliminated. Okay, so the next one I want to do is not such an advanced technique, but it's a technique I see being done really and properly so often. And I want to use these feet just to kind of so you can see the floor. I think you'll be able to see the floor here. So here's my attacker. He's behind me, and he's got me in a hammerlock with my. He's got my right arm in a hammerlock. What I want to do is I have this arm free. This is my major weapon. He's standing right. He's right behind me. I want to kind of look over my shoulder and twist quickly, bam, and strike him right to his face with my elbow, right? You know, if that lands, you know, the thing is probably done if you can land that solidly, but we never count on that, right? So, bam, I strike him over here. Now, I'm going to step out with my right foot pretty much in line with my left foot in line with his right foot. And I want to have my arm straight. I'm going to do this from the side in a minute. And this hand is just up here just as a protection here, a guard here, right? But the key is I want this hand to be, I want that arm to be straight. And I want all my weight on my front leg. Now I'm gonna shift that weight from the front to the back and do basically a middle block. So from here, I'm doing a middle block, releasing the hold. Then I'm gonna take my rear hand, well, first off, the closest target's gonna be the front hand, the one I just broke the hole with. I can do a short strike with there. It's not gonna be real powerful, but it might be enough to blink his eyes, turn his head or whatever. I'll shift in and do a palm heel, then I can finish up with knee kicks, elbow strikes, etc. So let's do it again. This time I wanna do it from the side. Let's try it this way. Okay, so from here, he's got my right arm. I'm gonna twist and strike with the left elbow. I'm gonna step out, straightening this arm out all the way, leaning my weight on my front foot. And I'm gonna shift my whole body, and that's gonna increase the power I have to release this hold. Breaking the hold, shifting the weight to the front leg. Now I'm just gonna shuffle forward. Usually his face is just a little bit further out than I have really good range on. I'm just gonna shuffle up a little bit, do a quick strike immediately, and then follow up with a more powerful strike, and maybe a more powerful strike and continue to follow up. Okay? I'll do it one more time from this direction. And while this is a fairly, basic, release, defense, I see this messed up so many times in class that's the reason I'm going through so much detail now. All right? So I'm attacked from here. I think I'm going to use pretend he's got me with the left arm this time, right? So I'm going to strike this way. I'm going to step forward, extending the arm, looking back at him. Now I'm going to, again, the weight's all here. I'm going to shift the weight back to the side, breaking the hold, shuffle up, strike him immediately with the palm, following up with a more powerful palm, knee kicks, elbows, and whatever else I need to stop the threat. Okay? So hopefully that helps you, get this down the proper way. And you can work on it. And you can do this just like I did without a real opponent. Just visualize. Visualize all of these things. And I think it'll really help you improve your self-defense. I want to thank Sensei Melissa for helping me today. I hope that this was valuable to everyone. And we'll see you in class, and we're going to have this up. You'll see it on a recording, and it'll be up there for as long as you need it. Okay? Thank you, everybody. Kyosuke. Great. So I wanted to introduce you to a new, something new that we're doing for the week, and it's called our team challenges. So this week's team challenge is going to be push-ups. So this is what I'd like you to do. I'd like you today, or when you're watching this video, to go down and do as many good push-ups as you can. I'm not talking about halfway down or sloppy ones, but some really good ones. And it doesn't matter how many, but just squeeze out the last good one you can. And then I want you to count that. So let's just say it's 15. You got 15 good push-ups, and then after a while, you're struggling. So then what I would like you to do is every day, for the next week, I'd like you 3 times during the day to drop down and do some push-ups. And I'd like to try to have you do as many as you can, good form, each time. And the goal is to increase the number each day. So it was 15 the first day. We'd like to get you 16 the next day. And then the next day after that, again, 3 times you do it, each time trying to get to the next level, right, which would be 17. And then continue to do that. Now, there may be a day during the week where you're not going to get that. In fact, you might even find a day that you drop down 1 or 2. That's okay. Do your 3 times a day, as many as you can do. And let's see in the next 7 days how many push-ups you can increase it to, how many good push-ups you can increase it to. And then I would like you to, you don't have to, but I'd like you to post up on Facebook and let us know how you did. Or if not, just send us an email and let us know. But we'd really like to be nice to see how everybody's doing. Again, thanks, and we'll see you in class.